Alright guys, are you guys having issues with your Juggernaut? Where you had the original 30 series driver, and when you put the Juggernaut on, you notice that you don't have as much top speed as you used to, and it likes to rev the crap out of your motor. There's a few things you can do to mitigate this, to make it a little better. In here, you have your rollers. Take these out, take the rollers out, take this nut off, pull the bell off, and then get to these rollers. All you gotta do is, there's a hex here, and a nut here, and you take them out, and then you take the roller out. You're gonna have the roller, inside the roller there's gonna be a pin. Those usually, after riding them for a little bit, will seize up, and it won't be able to turn anymore. So take them out, clean them up, get like a Scotch-Brite pad or something, clean them up, clean the inside of the roller as well, and make sure that it goes together and spins nice and free. When you put them back together, don't tighten these all the way. So just turn them until they get snug, and then back the nut off about a half a turn. This will ensure if that pin gets seized again, the pin will be able to spin on the bolt, on this hex bolt instead. The less resistance you have to this roller spinning, the more shifting you're going to have in here. So it won't have to fight against itself as the roller comes up the side. After that, there's not much more you can do to this piece. So then we move on to here. This is the driven pulley for the 30 series. The more spring tension you have, the more the Juggernaut has to, push against it, or pull against it, whatever you want to call it. There's just a lot of force involved while you're putting down a lot of power. So what you want is as little tension as you can possibly get on this. Right now I have it set to the third hole, but I did not tension it the 90 degrees that you're supposed to. So right now it barely has enough tension to bring it back. Just barely. And that's how I have it set up. So with this, you will lose a little bit of torque off the line. Not much though, from what I've noticed. But this is about all you can do to the modifications of this to get as much top speed as you can. I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but the Juggernaut's really not designed for low RPM motors. If you're spinning 5, 6, even 7,000 RPM, this Juggernaut just won't shift all the way. It sucks, but that's just how it's designed. But with all these mods, I gained 7 miles an hour with these, with the loose spring and cleaning up these rollers and loosening these nuts just a half a turn, so that if the roller does seize up, it'll be able to spin on the bolt. But after that, there's really not much more you can do. But for me, gaining 7 miles an hour is worth it. So, and honestly, the Juggernaut to me is worth it compared to the regular 30 series. I've run these really hard. I've gotten them muddy as all get out. They've gotten dirty many a miles, and they don't stick. They never have issues engaging. The 30 series I had issues with. If it got even a little dirty, it would start to stick. It would have hard takeoffs, weird shifting patterns. So to me, the Juggernaut is completely worth it just for that. Even if you're going to lose a little bit of top speed, To me, the Juggernaut, with how smooth it shifts, how smooth it engages off the line, it's just, to me, it's night and day, and it's well worth it. So to get the most out of it, if you're really concerned about that, just loosen these bolts and clean the rollers, and then set the tension on this as light as you can get. That's about it. So thanks for watching the video.